I give all my love to Oakland. If I'm gonna claim somewhere, I'm gonna claim Oakland.
Oakland.
What do you feel Oakland needs, like in the 60s, they came up with the Panthers who stomped strong through Oakland and made noise. What's going to make noise today?
Oakland got it.
Let's go with this. Okay.
Let's look at it here.
Hopefully you can hear me now. All right. Now we're good. Give me 1 second, y'all. I muted the desktop because I was watching another stream. Let's play a little music. You know what? Let's try some instrumentals. Okay, we are gonna do let's try some lo-fi hip hop. Nah, let's try the deep house mix. I'll start from the beginning. Okay, here we go. All right, so hi everybody. I am a mess today, but that's all right. So we are doing turkey fish wonton noodle soup. We are making a very small amount of this because I've got one customer who wants it. One person. That's it. That's all. So that's okay though, because I have ideas on what to do with the rest of it. So let me go ahead and wash my hands. We'll go ahead and get started. One of the cool things about me studying for this food manager license is I am learning a lot about pathogens and how they work and why it's so important to keep things as clean as possible in the kitchen, even though I know it doesn't always work that way. And that's going to help me a lot when I start, when I have to pass my inspection. Okay, so let's see. Like I said, I don't need to make a lot of this. Okay, we are going to go with this much. The best part about this particular dish is that just about everything's already done. Like this meat already cooked. I don't have to do anything to it. I am going to put this over here for now because I'm going to do more with it later. Oh, how's it going, Kyberg? My mom was heavy into that last night. I haven't watched any of it. Mainly because I don't want to see any reactions. Like, okay, most of my friends are Democrats as well. And they're not going to have some overly negative reactions to anything as far as that's concerned. There will be critiques, mind you, deserved critiques, but, you know, nothing really too out of pocket. And you know it's serious when you've got folks from other countries watching the DNC. I've already heard from some of my international friends, fellow streamers, who are very interested in what's going on. Okay, so we're taking this turkey, we're putting it in here, and then we're just going to throw a few extra ingredients in. So what I have fish balls. Traditionally, when you do wontons, you do shrimp and I believe it's chicken. But in this case, we're going a little rogue and we're going to see how it goes. Okay, right, okay. I'm going to use about half of this package. I mean, it's not very big. So we got that. All right. Now, let's add a little seasoning, get stuff going. Let's see what we've got. Okay, good. We've got some green onion in here. That's going to help. And we're going to add a little bit of soy. And a little bit of, maybe a little bit of vinegar. Okay. So I think you guys heard me talk about my trip during the last stream, so I will refrain from boring you with that now. Get rid of that stuff. But I will tell you that I will be doing a fundraiser for me starting next week. My goal is to stream all 7 days. Not 7 days. I'm going to say 6 days, Monday through Saturday. So I'm going to do a stream every day for at least an hour, if not longer. Depends on what I'm doing and how long I can stand it. So I'm going to try have some incentives. I was supposed to do a little poster, but I forgot. So, you know what? That's a good question. And yes, we can talk about that. Here's why. Rumor has it that when Kamala first started becoming more political, I guess, she kept playing up the fact that she is part Indian and didn't really talk about the fact that she's part Black. Now, I don't know if that's true, but that's the rumor. So, if that's the case, whether or not that's the case, a lot of Black folks have bought into that. So that's why it's kind of like, oh, well, you can't change it now. You've already said X, Y, and Z. Yes, which is another thing people don't like to talk about. When I tell people that I'm part Irish, the white folks that are Irish get excited. The Black folks look at me funny. So yes, that is a very good point. And you know, there's a running joke in the Black community about you know, a lot of us joking about having a little Indian in our family, even though we don't. But yeah, it's mainly because, you know, Kamala is perceived as having denied that particular part of her heritage until it became politically expedient. And again, I don't know if that's true or not. So that's probably why. Let's see. Is there anything else I should add in here? Maybe I should just leave well enough alone and leave it at that. Okay, so we've got some soy sauce, we've got some green onion, we've got our fish balls, and we've got our turkey. So, okay, so I am going to go ahead and turn this into a paste, and the paste is going to go into our wontons. So yeah, tune in to me next week, and I will have a link for donos. Things have gotten kind of dire around here, and we need some financial help. So whatever you can give, please give. All right, hold please. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Yay. All right. I think we can work with this. All right. So now we can start making our wontons. I'm going to go ahead and pull out a plate, and then I'm going to get comfy. Actually, I'm going to get real comfy. Forget this stool business. We're bringing in the chairs, man. We're bringing in the chairs. Okay. Ooh, that feels comfy. Okay. My shoulders are probably going to hate me in a minute, but that's all right too. Okay, so we've got our cutting board here. We have our wonton wrappers. Let's make us some wontons. We're just going to chill and chat and make some magic. Some of these are kind of dried out, but that's all right. Okay, and we're going to need some water. That ought to do it. Okay, let's get rid of the knife, because we won't be needing that anytime soon. All right, man, let's do this. Okay. So this one needs a little help because it's torn, which is fine. And I am going to use a spoon to get this out. So we're going with about half a tablespoon or half a teaspoon for each wonton. This is going to be so slow, y'all. This is the only thing I'm making tonight for a reason. And we are going to go easy with this build, because otherwise we will be here forever. I might get fancy later, but for now, we're just going to do a little triangle action here. Okay. And this one is tearing because of course it is. Okay. There. Well, this is the trial one. First wonton always has issues. It's okay. Okay. we're gonna wet this one just a little bit. Hello, Uncle Stinky. Shrimp scampi with orzo. Ooh, that sounds good, lady. I'm in. How are you doing, Uncle Stinky? What's up? Exactly. Exactly, Uncle Stinky. It's just a test. It's only a test. So if it comes out weird, that's okay. You posted pictures? Ooh. I can't wait to see them. Normally I'm pretty decent at making dumplings, but I get the feeling that the only reason I'm having issues with these is because these wrappers aren't as fresh as they used to be. You know, surprisingly, that will not be a factor, Radiant, and here's why. Kamala identifies as an American Baptist, same branch as me, but American Baptists come in all shapes and sizes. In fact, I dare say that there are more white American Baptist churches than there are other minorities. So religion will not be a factor. Constituents will, and state probably will. Ooh, that sounds good, Uncle Stinky. That's very easy, straightforward. Can't really jack it up. I'm here for it. Oh, totally, totally. Yeah, that's why we ask questions. Oh, thank you, lady. Whoops. All right, let's see if we can smooth out some of these cracks here. 1 a foot. Really? Crying out loud, dude. 1 of 4. Thanks. Okay. We have another experiment here. It's okay. It's all right. Let me see. Do I have any that aren't freezer burned? I just want to know. That one feels like a cracker. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. These feel a little bit more pliable. Oh, good Lord. Okay, and we're back. If any of y'all missed what I was saying, please let me know, because I'm sorry. I didn't even notice an ad was on. Thank you, lady. I appreciate that. Okay. Figure maybe I'll have a little bit more success if I put them right side up. All right, so those are that. Okay, now we've got something. Oops. You ended up with a ton of orzo, didn't you? Oh no. I foresee some rice pilaf in your future, lady. I mean, rice pilaf is good, don't get me wrong, but, you know, just saying. Hey, I bet it's delicious. So yeah, um, things have gotten a little desperate around here. We are within a month or two of having to file a notice to evacuate. Um, we're gonna have to leave because we're behind on rent and just about everything else. I have been selling my dinners, but I have not been getting nearly the orders that I need. No problem. Which part did I don't remember what I said. But yeah, that's been the issue. Which is why I'm doing a fundraiser. Because I want to stay in this apartment. I like it here. I mean, we've talked about going back to having roommates. I'd really rather not, but if we gotta, we gotta. I believe you, lady. I know most folks would if they had the money. But that's the problem. Most of us don't have the money anymore. It's hard when people are losing jobs everywhere and, you know, having to be paid less for their actual worth because right now it is an employer's market. Ooh, that sounds so good, Uncle Stinky. Pork chops are amazing. I'm trying really hard not to overstuff these things, but it's so easy to do. Okay. These are turning out kind of cute. They're not your usual wontons, but that's okay. I think I'll try folding this one into, um, what do y'all think? Should I try folding them into a more traditional shape, or should I keep folding them into the little hat shape? You did your weekly injury, dare I ask? I am indeed back home. Hello, Nadi. I will tell you all about my travels if chat doesn't mind, because ideally they heard it all last stream. And I need to show you guys the stuff I brought home too. I didn't do that. So, what do you guys think? Do I keep making these little shapes? Or do I make a more traditional wonton shape? One for stay with what I have, or two for Go traditional. Oh, you saw some of my posts? Okay, good. So you did see some of it. Ooh, I knew my shoulders are going to start bothering me. You like the bite size? Well, they're all going to be bite sized, Uncle Stinky. So don't worry about that. Ow, lady, ow, that sounds really freaking painful. Because ow, ow, dude, that sucks. Okay, so nobody has opinions on this. See, sometimes, oh, you guys can't hear it. Are you getting, okay, sure. I will tell y'all everything then. Okay, so, and opinions on the wontons, traditional or little hat shape? I'm going to turn this up a little bit so you guys can actually hear the music. Okay. Little hat shape. Okay. Uncle Stinky says little hat shape. Okay. Naughty says hat shape. All right. All right. I'll keep going with the hat shape. Okay. So let's see. My trip to Scotland and Ireland. I didn't get to see much of Scotland, mainly because I was technically there to work. So I didn't do much outside of that. I didn't even really take pictures of the convention because there wasn't much there. Okay, hat shaped. Lady says hat shape. Okay, cool. Ow, you got stuck in a log. Dude, that sucks. Hate that. There really wasn't much there. There were science fiction writers and everything, but I didn't even know who the nominees were. I haven't really caught up with reading books lately. And I should be ashamed of myself. But that's something I need to be fixed. However, what did happen is I ran into Ellen Datlow. This is the second time I'd run into her. And the first time was at the last Worldcon where she told me to submit, some stuff to her, and she would be more than happy to edit it. Now, she edited one of my childhood favorite anthologies. It's dark fairy tales, basically. And I loved that series. It was fantastic. So I did finally submit some stuff to her after I saw her at the con, which was really cool because I went up to her and I was about to tell her where she would have known me from. And she took one look at me and she took one look at my name tag and she goes, I remember you. I'm like, Senpai remembered me, So that was cool. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got a few to go. And so she got a chance to read some of my stuff. Unfortunately, my little, fanfic or whatever was not necessarily her cup of tea. But she did say, if I happen to write anything that happened to be, more science fiction fantasy sort of stuff, as opposed to religious fantasy, she would be only too happy to take another look. So I'm like, okay, I appreciate your honesty. So that was fair. That was very sweet. And then what else did I do? Oh, that was more or less it for the actual con. I ate at the con. The restaurants were good. It was kind of cool to hear Scottish accents just about everywhere. It was either Scottish or British accents. That was fun. And so I was with, my friend, my pastor friend, and we managed to finagle one of my other friends a ticket so she could go too. Unfortunately, she isn't as mobile as the rest of us. And Did I? I did. Yes, I did. I'm going to try and put another video together so you can see those beautiful green pastures. I did not, however, see them in Scotland because we were in the city. We were in Glasgow. So we just saw what was there in the city. Oh, the other thing that okay, so she wasn't very mobile. So we were in charge of the Safer Spaces area, which is a place for, there were two. There was one for people of color, and there was one for the LGBT crowd. And my job was to supervise the people of color room. And we got a few visitors. The thing that broke my heart, very handsome young man who was working security at the convention. He came in to chill out for a little bit. And we started talking about the United States and travel and that sort of thing. And I asked him, have you ever wanted to go? And he said, yes, but I'm too uncomfortable to go. And I was like, ouch. I wish I could argue with you, but as a person of color from the United States, I understand why. I get it. Why are we celebrating? Blah, 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 blah. It's totally okay, Radiant. This is why I'm here. This is what we talk about. This is why we're segregated by color. So the people of color room. Most conventions, not all, but most, have a lot of white folks. There are a lot of white writers in science fiction. We are just recently starting to get more writers that are people of color. So people like Rebecca Roanhorse, who wrote some amazing short sci-fi. People like Nnedi Okorafor. I just forgot who wrote the book Kindred. Anyway, so people like that, right? But there are not a lot of those writers. And the People of Color Room was designed to give those writers, those fans, a place to kind of come together and chill out away from the dominant culture, so to speak. And the physical space, we had a physical version and an online version. The online version was a lot more lively. But yeah, we got a few folks who would come and hang. Mostly the LGBT group, same situation, a place for LGBT folks to get away from the dominant het culture. And that one, we got a lot more people in there. So yeah, that's why. I'm going to say that there's a time and a place for it, Radiant. For instance, I had no problem with Roe v. Wade being the law of the land. Not a problem at all. Because it was still kind of states' choice. But once it was revoked, then it became a mess. Sometimes government participation is the only thing that can help move things towards equality. Sometimes when you leave it to the states, it can get messy and very discriminatory. So, there you go. I agree with you, lady, 100%. So yeah, as a woman who is also a Black woman, I have opinions. And I consider myself extremely fortunate to live in California and to have the access that I do. um, to good reproductive care. I don't know how long that's going to last since I still don't have a job, but I was able to get my tubes tied in my 20s, in my late 20s. Never got pregnant. Knew that I did have the option to get an abortion if I had wanted one. And I probably would have been one of those people who did it and not told anybody either. But I would have had that option. So compared to, say, my cousins in places like North Carolina or Kentucky or, situations like that. How many people? Total over the course of a week. I'm going to say the physical space, we had about 25 people total. Online, it was a heck of a lot more. So yeah. Did I? No. And I can tell you why too. When I was a teenager, actually, no, starting middle school, my peers started getting pregnant. My church peers started getting pregnant. And I saw what they went through. And I saw what happened. Oh, I saw what they went through. And it really wasn't the fear of God that stopped me from getting pregnant. It was fear of mom. I'm not going to lie. Fear of mom. In that particular case, it trumped the fear of God every time. So after I saw what they went through and, was exposed to babies, either mine or my siblings or whatever, I was like, no, I don't want kids. I don't think I have the patience to be a parent. I can barely keep plants alive. So the closest I figured I'd get was a cat. Yes, exactly. There is that too. I know JD at one point had a girlfriend who wanted kids, but stuff went bad with that. And when the relationship ended, he realized he was very, very grateful that he never did. At least not with her. I don't live in a plant community. You are not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. So yeah, never really wanted children because of that. And I am grateful again that I had the ability. When I got my first real job, that was the first thing I did. Made an appointment to get my tubes tied. Never had a reason to regret it. I wanted the husband first. Can't blame you. Cannot blame you at all. And I figured, anybody who wants to get with me is going to have to understand that, no, I don't want kids. It is what it is. Plus, a lot of my other peers, when they did get married and start having children, a lot of their kids ended up with speech delays and cognitive problems. And I don't know what that was about. But I'm like, okay, I already know that I would have issues with a neurotypical child. I cannot imagine myself with a neurodivergent child because I don't think I could handle it. I give so much credit to parents who do. And I mean, it's easy for people to say, oh, well, once you have your kids, you just kind of, you figure out how to deal with it. No, not everybody does. I have heard too many horror stories about parents abusing their children. And I was like, nope, that is not going to be me. I will not do that. So yeah, all the props to my parents' friends, because I don't know how I would do it. I totally want to see that lady. That sounds so cool. Wow. I totally understand that, lady. Yep. 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 I'm like that too. There's a lot that I don't think I would have been able to do if I had had children. And what I told my mom, because she was very disappointed she was not having grandchildren, I said, look, the job market the way it is, I can barely take care of myself. And, at the time I was doing a lot of contract work. And I'm like, my jobs end roughly every 3 months. What kind of life is that for a child? Yep. And you really have to know yourself as far as that's concerned. Yes, cats are lovely. Cats are wonderful. I love cats. Y'all, I didn't even cut off like a quarter of that turkey. You see this plate? You see how much I have left? I still have a bunch of this left. Yes, need year-round stability, the best I could possibly offer. You know, I also admire my friends who have gone above and beyond to try to get pregnant to have kids because of nothing else. That child is wanted, and because they are wanted, that parent is going to do everything they can to make sure that their child has what they need. So I'm like, okay, you are the kind of parent that I would want to be. If you're going through, what do you call it? Uh, if you're taking fertility drugs and you're, seeing a doctor for shots and all of that, yeah, okay, you want this kid. You want this kid bad. This isn't going to be some oops situation. Nope. Yeah, most of my friends now, their kids are older, which is great. And it's kind of fun watching them grow up, especially since none of them are mine. Oh, so back to my trip, y'all. I'm sorry. We totally got sidetracked. Um, so that was Scotland. Yes, nieces are lovely, lovely creatures. I adore mine as well. Oh, and since our friend was not as mobile, and my other friend, they were both taking care of the LGBT room, I was like, okay, so I'm going to take a break and I am going to go find some food elsewhere that is not on this campus. So they were like, okay, cool. So off I went. I found myself in a place called the Pot Still, which is near, I'm going to say downtown Glasgow. And the Pot Still, their food's cool. It's Scottish pub food, right? Whatever. I did have a really nice haggis and caramelized onion sandwich. It was surprisingly good. The haggis is rich, y'all. Let me tell you, it is very rich. And but they're not known for their food. What they're known for is their whiskey bar. Like, they have some whiskey. Okay, haggis. Let me explain about haggis. In fact, hold on. I I'm going to rinse my hands off, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's in it, because all I know is that it's sheep bits, which really isn't fair. Yes, organ meats ground up and cooked in a sheep's stomach. Yes. With oats and spices, precisely it. And I'm going to tell you exactly what sheep parts. Okay, so it is sheep's heart, liver, and lungs. It's mixed with onion, oatmeal, beef fat, spices, and salt, and some stock. And traditionally, it is cooked in the sheep's stomach. It does taste like liver, yes. You're absolutely right. Yeah, chieftain of the puddin' race. And I can't remember his name. Ode to a Haggis, that's the name of the poem. Burns. His last name is Burns. So yeah, it tastes a little like liver. And it's a little on the minerally side, you know, that kind of thing, but it is very rich because it is made with those organ meats. Huh. That's it. Yeah, Burns. Lady, you didn't think it tasted like liver? Really? That's interesting. So I had that. I had some black pudding. You don't think you'd like it? Well, if you're not a fan of liver, you probably wouldn't. And we're on an ad break. Doggone it. They do. They do. Oh, you never had liver? Oh, okay. Yeah. It definitely tastes like liver to me. Doggone it, ads. I'll say more in a minute. I'll just make some more wontons. Okay, so I was supposed to be making enough for one serving, but I feel obligated to finish off this filling. Uh-oh. How many ads do we have? Seriously? Dang, 4? Okay, we back? We back, right? I hope we're back. And we're back. So yeah. So I had my haggis black pudding caramelized onion sandwich that was the bomb, let me tell you. And then I had a whiskey. So, like I said, this place is known for its whiskey. And I went to the bartender and I said, "Hey, I've heard stories about your whiskey bar and I want to try something." He said, "Well, what kind of whiskeys are you used to drinking?" I said, "Well, you know, I've had Jim Beam, I've had Jack Daniels, I've had Uncle Nearest." He'd never heard of Uncle Nearest. That's okay. It's exclusively American. And it was made by the descendants of Uncle Nearest, who allegedly taught Jack Daniels how to brew. But I digress. Hooray for Black excellence. Moving on. So he goes, "Oh, Jim Beam, huh? Well, nobody's perfect." So he asked me if I liked smoky whiskeys, and I said yes. He said, "Okay, do you like them really smoky, medium smoky, or a little bit smoky?" I said, medium smoky. It's like, okay. And he poured me a shot of a whiskey I'm going to show you guys in a minute. It's a different style. I know, right, lady? It's a different style than the one that I ended up bringing home, but it's the same brand. And he said, okay, this whiskey, and actually Nutty probably saw the picture on my Instagram. He said this whiskey was cured in a port barrel from the US, and it was a smoky port barrel. So, it was aged for a certain amount of time, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, cool. So I take a sip. Dude, it was like sipping whiskey inside of a burning port barrel in a good way. So you could taste the smoke. You could taste the port. Hello, Blob. It's good to see you. I'm talking about my trip again. And it was really good. It was definitely one of those things that you would want to sip, because otherwise you wouldn't really get the whole flavor. Really amazing. Now I'm gonna say that shot cost me about $35. So I would not have been able to afford an actual bottle of the stuff. But if I ever find a bottle of it and I have money, I will absolutely buy it again. Yeah. Like I said, this place is known for its whiskey. So for them to have a whiskey that was $35 a shot, that's normal. I ended up actually buying a different version, but like I said, I'll show you guys that in a bit, as soon as I'm done with this. Blob, how are you? How's your planet? How are your people? What kind of mood are you in today? No, and to be honest, I honestly was not tripping off price, because I'm like, okay, I came here to eat some Scottish food. Currently still at war. Oh, that's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that. Atalanoa, hello. Why does it say you're a first-time chatter? What? Oh, because you changed your spelling back. Okay, got it. But I was like, okay, I came to eat some Scottish food that was not a fry-up. Oh, it's a second account. That's why. Okay. Makes sense. And I came to drink whiskey. Mainly, I came to drink whiskey, and I purposely did it during, daylight hours, so I didn't get myself into trouble at night. And I'm glad I did it. Oh, no. Oh, you're massing a fleet. I thought you said you were missing a fleet. Okay, good. May victory be yours, Blob. For you and your allies. So yeah, and I'm glad I did that when I did, because yeah, we as a group, me and my friends, did not get a chance to do really any sightseeing in Scotland. We did some when we got to Ireland. So that worked out better. So I did that. So I got my little whiskey on, and then did it taste like? Yes, it did. I will honestly tell you, it tasted like $35 whiskey. It tasted exactly like what he described. Blob is tipsy? Okay. You know what, Blob? Hold on. Wait a minute. Cheers to you, Blob. So yes, Nutty, you could taste, like I said, you could taste the smoke. You could taste the port, like the port from the barrel that the whiskey was aged in. You could taste the whiskey. It was an amazing blend of all of them. Aw. Totally understand. Talanoa, you're a real one. We love you for that. And thank you for being willing to do that. So yes, like I said, if I had the money to buy a bottle of that stuff, and it's probably close to like $150, if not more, I would have done it. So what else did I do while I was in? Oh, so JD asked me for a pair of hand wraps from a boxing gym in Scotland, because Scotland is known for its boxers. Nice. Good move. That was smart of you to use your phone number on that. So I ended up I used a lot of Uber while I was there, because I didn't know the bus system and I didn't want to take any chances. So took an Uber over to Scotland's biggest boxing gym. Met a really nice dude there. He helped me out. He got me a nice pair of hand wraps. And I was able to get those for JD. So he got his gift. Another day, I went to the mall in Scotland. And I kind of stopped by the grocery store while I was there. The mall looks like your average Giganto mall, you know, like you'd see in an urban area. 3 floors, escalator. They have their own version of things like, you know, J.C. Penney's and Macy's there, that kind of stuff. They have their own version of, let me see. Do I have any Bay Area people in here? No? Okay. They have their own version of voodoo donuts / psycho donuts. Basically places that take donuts and put all sorts of outlandish toppings on them. So they have their own version of that. And what? Oh, I even saw a kiosk for Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme has made it to Scotland. Who knew? So that was fun. And the reason I went to the mall was to find my mom's gift, which was a sweatshirt. And so, well, not a sweatshirt, I'm sorry, a t-shirt. So I bought her a very nice t-shirt, kind of expensive t-shirt, but it's a very nice t-shirt. And it was $25, but worth it. And I even bought myself a little jar of chili jam just for the joke. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So that was the mall. I totally went to the mall while I was in Scotland, and it was cool. I found a name plate with my name on it. I was so excited. And first time I've ever found my name in a store. So that was awesome. What else did I do when I was roaming around in Scotland? Didn't get fish and chips, but I did. Did we have Indian food? Might have had Indian food. That was good. Well, to be fair, lady, I found the Scottish version of my name. I'll put it that way. And 2 different spellings of it. There is a reason I go by Jane. I'll put it that way. Nobody messes up Jane. My actual name is the Scottish version of Jane. Everybody messes that up. So actually, you know what? I take back everything I said. I did not find that nameplate I did not find that nameplate in Scotland. I found it in Ireland, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Oh, your name is Hawaiian. Okay. Yes. I see why, you know, finding your name in an average store, you know, average gift shop, not happening. I totally understand and respect that. I feel your pain. And sometimes you just got to go out of your country, out of your state to find it. Just saying. Okay, how much more of this stuff do I have left? I've got like one more maybe. Even in Hawaii you can't find it? What? Wow. Wild, dude. 3 of your kids have Hawaiian names? That's so cool. What is a Scottish name? Hold on, I'll show you. Before I make my last little dumpling. I did a pretty good job on these. Let's see if they taste as good as they look, though. Let me grab my little nameplate. Hold on. Why are you mad? So this is the Irish version of Jane. Sorry, not Scottish, Irish. That's my fault. So, yeah, I found my name in a gift shop. And I'm ridiculously excited about it. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, I know, right? Lady, it only took me 49 years. I believe that you too will find your name at some point, even if somebody else has to find it for you. Okay. I had to go to a whole other country. I mean... Okay, I think this is the last of it. And then I can move on. Actually, let me split this with another sheet here. The last time I tried to make wontons, I kind of had a similar problem. Too much filling, not enough wrappers. So then I went and bought more wrappers. And then I had too many wrappers and not enough filling. I think these are left over from that. So then, when we finished our time in Scotland, we hopped on over to Ireland, where we visited some friends. Ooh, that sounds nice and comfy, Blitz. Blob, stay warm, okay? Stay warm. And Ireland, boy, that was a lot of fun. First place we went to see the Book of Kells. Now, for those of you who have no idea what the Book of Kells is, it is basically an illustrated text of the Gospels. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. So you guys have heard stories of how medieval monks would, carefully write out scripture. And see, Nadi knows what I'm talking about. They would carefully write out scripture in their, I almost called it a cloister. That's not the word. Their place where monks live. And that was their job, like to rewrite these scriptures. They would draw, the first letter with some sort of beautiful ornamentation of some kind, and, things like that. There is actually an animated movie called The Book of Kells. And it's also a great way to find out a little bit more about it. So, huzzah, I am done with the filling. So the Book of Kells is one of those books. Oh, it's such a beautiful and relaxing film. You're so right. Oh, yes, please stay warm, Blob. We can't have you getting sick. And what they did, what we ended up getting was the Book of Kells experience, and I'm actually kind of glad we did, because what they did was they took segments of it and blew it up to like 100 times its size. So you would have a picture about the size of this doorway of one of the pages, and you could see the detail on, the picture and the scripture that was written and things like that. The cool part was you also found out that monks are human too. So there's a great story about one of the monks who got bored one day while he was, doing his thing, copying his scripture, whatever. And he wrote a poem about his cat. The cat's name is Pangorban. And he wrote a poem about him and Pangorban and how Pangorban's job was to hunt for, mice. His job was to copy this literature. And it's a cute little poem, too. I think I posted pictures. Amusingly enough, the animated version, the animated movie, talks a little bit about that. So you've got this in the movie. You've got this young boy who is staying with these monks, and he's supposed to be working with the monks to do this writing and all this other stuff. And there's a cat named Pangorban who decides to hang with him. And he has some very interesting spiritual adventures with this cat. So you see that, and with the Secret of Kells, that's the name of the movie. Yes. So you see, the writing of this poem, and it's sort of ornate. It's got these pretty yellow and orange sort of flames all over, with the writing. And if you look at the very bottom of the page, like on the left-hand side, you see a little mouse. He drew a mouse in the poem. It is so cute. So it's so adorable. So there's that. And then what else happened? There are a bunch of other pages. They talk about the colors in the book and how the monks ended up with XYZ color. How did they make blues and greens and reds and all that? Trying to think if there's anything. Oh, binding, how the book was bound together, which was done by hand. And if you step into another room, you get to watch a little animated feature on the history of the book. So it started off in Scotland and ended up in Ireland due to the wars that were going on. At one point, the book went missing. And most of those books had like metal covers that had, jewels, semi-precious jewels, things like that on them. So when the book went missing, folks panicked for a bit. Then it was found, but of course the covering, the semi-precious metal covering, was gone. And somebody had just buried the book. So, but at least they got the book back. Yeah, it's wild. And at the time, and you'll see this if you ever watch The Secret of Kells, those monks, because of the wars that were going on, would get attacked again and again and again to the point where they had to hide the book a couple of times to make sure it didn't get destroyed in any of the raids. And eventually, it made its way to Trinity College sometime in the 1900s, and that's where it's kept now. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome. Okay, so we have finished making our little dumplings. Bob, should I ask what you're thinking of? Are you thinking of a human? Yeah, it's so cool. Oh, let me tell you about another cool thing we saw. So the other cool thing we saw was a harp. I've forgotten what it's called. You know what? I'm not going to be a doofus. I'm just going to look it up. Okay, so here's our little plate. A little plate of wontons. A lyre? Yes, but it's an Irish version. Okay, if you've ever seen a can of Guinness, this harp is on their logo. So let me see, what is the name of that harp? The Brian Boru harp. That's what it's called. So the harp has been a symbol of Ireland since the 13th century. The Brian Boru harp was created in the 14th century, and it is still on display in the same building as the Book of Kells. Krell of Kells. Kell is a word. Oh, interesting. What, pray tell, is a Kell? I wish to know. So I have pictures of that harp. And at first I was like, oh, it's cool. Okay, it's a wooden harp from the 14th century. That's cool and all, or whatever. And then I look closer. It's carved. There are vines and other things carved into the entire surface of the harp. It's covered in decorations, and you wouldn't catch it the first time. But when you look more closely the second time, yeah. So that's pretty awesome. Also, speaking of Guinness, the getting Guinness from the source, like if you ever get to go to Ireland and you happen to like beer, drink the Guinness there. It is 10 times better than the American version. It's seriously, it's way better. Okay, so here's what we're going to do now. We are going to fill this pot. Okay. Okay. And we are going to start heating this water because we are going to boil the noodles, and then we are going to boil our wontons, and then we're going to put everything together. A liter of a Clanner House. Intriguing. I have learned a thing. There we go. Now I can put all these other lids back. So yeah, I got a chance to see the Guinness harp. That was awesome. You are second in line to be a Cal. Excellent. Well, that sounds like a testimony to your leadership, Blob. Very nice. Okay, so now I can show you, because we have a little time, some of the goodies that I brought back. This was not supposed to come back with me, because you're not supposed to import any meat. And you're absolutely not supposed to import any pork. I ate all the pork products already. But this is biltong. Biltong is actually a Filipino jerky, but this is made with British and Irish beef. It's really good. So this I found at the grocery store. I know, right? I have to tell you what happened at Customs too. That was pretty amusing. Hi, baby. Okay, and then this is the whiskey that I brought back. This is not the same as the stuff I had at the bar. This is the cheaper version, but it's still really good. So, got that. What else? Somehow we managed to eat one of these already. So, Butler's chocolate. Gunpowder Irish gin. You can taste the chocolate. Not so much in the gin, though. Not quite sure what that's happening. Not sure how that works. Anyway. And then I also brought back some coffee. Oh. I'll wait because ad break. Cheers. Hi, Bob. Let's see. I'm going to need a pot to... Well, I only need to make one serving, but... Okay, so... Hi, Bob. Welcome in. I made coffee, or I didn't make this yet, but this is also what I brought back. So I brought back some coffee for me and for my mom. So this is, let's see, roasted in Westmeath. I don't know where that is, but it is Athlone County, I guess. So they blend 3 distinct coffee beans and grind them, and this is the Galway roast. Hope your evening is going well, Bob. Thanks for being here. Okay. That's that. Oh, yeah. What else? Oh, the cheese. I forgot to tell you all about the cheese. Hold on. We got cheese. Oh, before I tell you about the cheese, the jar is still... Is the jar still up here? Yes, it is. Okay. This is... Come back here. This is my teeny weeny jar of chili jam from Scotland for hard cheeses. Yeah, let's see if I can find all the cheese I bought. Oh, I think I found them. Hold on. Okay, so we have Bride Valley cheese. This is Irish cheddar with chives. Never had this before. Oakwood smoked cheddar. Smoky cheddar cheese. Yeah. And basically their version of, I'm going to say Lucerne sharp cheddar, mature red. So, can't wait to get into these. I almost kind of want to save these as snacking cheeses and maybe use the mature red as like something for, what do you call it? For mac and cheese. So, we'll see how that goes. So yeah, that was pretty much all I brought back. I brought back a bunch of food because of course I would. And that nameplate. Oh, I also got a bunch of tree ornaments, like Christmas tree ornaments that are all images from the Book of Kells. And I messed up and I put them in the same bag as my mom's stuff. So now I can't take them back. Ooh, pickled herring, yum. This is, yeah, I'm looking forward to that at Talanoa. I have no idea what any of these cheeses are going to taste like, but charcuterie board. Okay, let's see. Yes, that it can't be that hard to figure out how to do pickled herring. Between the two of you, I believe that can happen. Yeah, that's going to be good. Maybe I should try them on stream. Okay. So like I said, since I'm making a very small amount of this, yeah, finding the herring is going to be the hard part. Whew, good luck with that. Chicken stock. Nah. Well, okay. Trying to figure out if I wanted to pull it out now or later. Now's good. Ooh. That's saying something, Atalanoa. Yeah, white cheddar is outstanding. Okay, I think... Yeah, okay, I'll leave it there. That's homemade chicken stock, by the way. So once the water starts boiling, we're going to start cooking stuff. Tillamook is amazing. I love Tillamook cheese, especially the extra sharp cheddar. Swiss from Reuben's and blue's good. Yes, I believe you with the blue cheese because blue cheese is also outstanding. An American white cheddar that comes in a tin can? Wow. Huh? Yeah, that's garbage too. Thanks, honey. Yeah, some of you have heard me say, I like my cheddar sharp enough to kill a man. Woo! As stuff goes flying, that's awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna put that there. Cougar Gold. That sounds delish. So what else? Okay, I'm still waiting for water to boil. I don't feel like scrubbing out a pan just yet. Let's make sure the camera's paying attention to me. What else did I do while I was in Ireland? So we did the Book of Kells experience, and it was outstanding. And I have way too many pictures. What else did we? We did a whiskey tasting. We did a whiskey tasting as well. That was fun. We had a really good time with the whiskey tasting. We got to sample some of the more, how shall I put it, historic whiskeys in Ireland, like ones that have had roots in that country for a long, long time. So that was pretty cool. What else? Yeah, it was really nice. After that, what else did we do? We went out to dinner. I ate so many fry-ups, man. If I look at another piece of black pudding, I'm probably going to start screaming. Okay. I am going to put this over here. I am looking for noodles that I had. No, that's cauliflower. That's cheese. I don't remember what that was. Okay, raspberries, hot dogs. I'm finding everything but the thing I'm looking for. Chilies. Noodle. Okay. Found them. And I'm probably not even going to use all of them, but mojo pork. That sounds so good. I'm going to put some of these noodles in a bowl just so I can get them out of the way. Okay, that ought to do it. All right. So yeah, we went out to dinner. Oh, I took a picture with the Molly Malone statue. Some of you may know the song about Molly Malone. Crying cockles and mussels alive, alive, oh. And there's a statue of her in downtown Dublin. So I took a picture with the statue, which was cool. Thing is, the statue is made of brass. It has weathered, you know, over time. And the only thing of Miss Molly Malone's that has not seemed to weather is her bosom. Because a lot of the male tourists like to come up and put their hands on her boobs. She's wearing sort of a low-cut, you know, dress or whatever. So yeah, I put their hands on the boobies. So those are nice and shiny and brassy. While the rest of her is still weathering away. Ooh. You're making mojo pork tomorrow? Did I say that? I don't remember if I said that. Ah, that sounds so good, Atalanoa. I will have to figure out if there is any way for me to do that. I want to get my hands on that cheese now. I have a quest. Okay, just cleaning off this rack now that there is no longer any chicken on it. Okay, and now our water is boiling. Oh, thank you, Atalanoa. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, so we are going to boil these noodles first. And that it's just that one little chunk, so this shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, I think what I'll do, let me get my container out. Huh. Did not know Washington State had a creamery. This is making me want to visit the campus even more. I thought about heating up everything, and then I realized it's kind of pointless because I'm going to heat up everything after it cooks and then cool it back down. Okay, maybe not. Just poking at these frozen noodles now, trying to loosen them up. Hello, little mama. How are you? Okay, they're loosened up now. I just gotta wait for them to cook. People are loving your truck? Yes! That's what we want. I'm so glad that your truck is doing well. Trying to make sure these loosen up. Maybe I should just leave them alone for a minute. Matte black with phantom flames and the flames of love. Wow. That's creative. Mm. Okay. That was a mistake, y'all. I should not have done that. I spilled beef jerky down my shirt. Mmm. Canned hot pepper cheese, yum. That really sounds amazing, little mama. I can tell you guys put some work in on that. Oh, shoot. Thank you, honey. I did not... My commands aren't working. Did I mention my commands aren't working? Because my commands aren't working. I don't know why that command's not working. I didn't mention that. I thought I mentioned that. Yeah. Yeah, it's not working. Yeah, my commands have not been working ever since just before the update. So, we are having something. It's not this that's on the stove, by the way. Just so you know, it's not that. I think we're having adobo. I think. It's something in a jar and it's in the fridge and I don't remember what I put in there, but it'll be good. I'm so helpful. Okay, so this is an udon noodle. That's what my client is having, and I'm only making one batch. It's kind of hot, and I figured this is not the weather for soup. Stew might get a pass. Soup, not so much. Aw, poor Blob. You're half asleep. I'm glad you feel comfortable enough to sleep in my channel. Okay, the noodles need a little bit more time. Lady is a comfy pillow? Good. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure all the noodles are cooked before I try pulling anything out. Woo, that's hot. No, little mama, it is not bad. Much better. Almost there. I'm gonna say we give these another 3 minutes and test again. You're kidding. Huh. That's intriguing. You know what? The kids are all right. Gen Z might save us yet. We'll see. Or 28 or 32. Lady is not wrong. Let me get my slotted spoon out because I am going to need that when I start cooking these wontons. Right, so she's got to get to the age of 40 before she can run, if I remember correctly. Okay, these noodles are looking a little better, but I want to make sure they're completely cooked. Trying to think if there's anything else about my trip I forgot to tell you. Well, like I said, I ate a bunch more fry-ups. We stayed with a friend. I got to find out what a UK outlet looks like. It's very different from the American ones, and I was so glad I brought a converter with me. Yeah, that made life a lot easier. Oh, ouch, lady. But you've been getting your work in, though. Like, that's good. Lots of physical exercise. Sucks that you keep getting injured, though. Stayed with the friend, did the thing, had my first spice bag, which is basically chips in a bag, french fries in a bag that has spice on them, and yeah. Oh, that's lovely, little mama. I didn't know that. Okay, so let's go ahead and test another noodle. Perfect. All right. You wear his badges of merit. Hey, nothing wrong with that. So, we did our time in Ireland. We came home. We had to get through customs. Now, what normally happens is that the customs officials will ask you a series of questions. You know, how long were you in the country? Did you bring back any XYZ, illegal thing to bring back? Correct answer is always no. And did you go alone or did you go with other people? So, because there were 3 of us, the customs official who talked to us asked us different questions. He split the questions up. So, he asked my pastor friend, did you bring back any pork products? And no, in fact, he did not. I don't know if he brought back any souvenirs. I'm sure he did. But, no pork products. That was me. I was the one with pork products. Anyway. So then he asked our other friend, the one who was not quite so mobile, how many people did you go on this trip with and where did you go? Oh, we went to Ireland. There were 3 of us. They're standing right here, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. And then I come through the line and he asked me, so how was your trip? It was fine. I had a good time. And that was it. I didn't get asked to declare anything. Well, none of us did. No, actually, I take that back. My friend was asked, did you make any purchases, or no, Did you buy more than $1,000 worth of items? She barely got to buy anything, so of course the answer was no. Okay, so here go our wontons. I didn't buy that much either because I only had $1,000 to spend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's get one more. 10. All right. So now those are going to cook. Wounds of War. Lil Mama, you work in a kitchen. Yes. Yes, you do. So yeah, that was customs. It didn't hit me until we walked out of the airport back in Seattle that I was like, wait, I already went through customs and I didn't have to declare anything. I was all set too, because I brought back 2 of those whiskey bottles. I was going to declare the sweater, and we have a commercial break. And I'm going to shut up now. Okay, we're going to make sure that these wontons get cooked all the way through. And then after this first batch is done, I'll put in like a couple more, because I want to see what they taste like. Wow. Dang, lady. I sure will, little mama. What would you like me to pray about? Anything in particular? Okay, that's going to be our taste tester. Safe and healthy, you got it. Mm. Very turkey. Needs more soy. That's okay. I would rather have these under-seasoned than over-seasoned. Plus, they're going to be soaking in chicken broth. Uh-oh. Y'all, I think I overestimated my my space here. Aw. Why have you been an emotional mess today? Okay, maybe she can just hang with 9 of these, because I don't think I can squeeze 10 in. Okay, so that's done. Did I bring back? I couldn't, George. I wanted to. Oh, I wanted to. But that was one of the restricted items. And I didn't want to get yelled at by customs. I really, really wanted to. Okay, so here is our turkey fish wonton noodle soup. Handmade wontons. Do I know of Saint Olga? I do not. Please enlighten me. No veggies because this is wonton noodle soup. It is not war wonton noodle soup, which is the one with the vegetable in it. Oh, that would do it. Okay, I see. I see. Okay, I know what this tastes like without soy. Let me see what it tastes like with soy. Is this soy? This is soy. Husband named Igor. Igor went to collect ties. Okay. Got you. Okay, I'm with you so far. Yes. See, Bob, that is actually a turkey breast. So I am going to take your suggestion and I am going to turn it into a roulade. Mmm. That is so good. With soy sauce. Mmm. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. I did not kiss the Blarney Stone. I am already a terrible liar. I feel no need to improve on my ability to lie. Yes, all of that, Atalanola. Yeah, George, that is what I brought back. Oh, wow, there's a twist to the story. Wow. Oh, well, that makes sense, lady. Okay. So I still have a bunch of these left. Let me see. This looks like adobo. I think this is adobo. Adobo. Right? Right, Bob? Nice. All right. All right. She's got a plan. It's going to be good. Here with my soda. I'm sipping and I'm reading. Ah, nice. Right in the hole. How can you not love that? Okay, as badly as I want to finish cooking the rest of these, I'm not going to because we have all of that to get through. So I'm going to turn the heat off and let the pot cool. I should probably move it. I didn't dare take the chance because I didn't even know where to look, George. But I would have hooked you up if I could. I love it, Marlboro. I love it. That's hilarious. Very nice. Very nice. So it's the ambassador's turn. Okay, so I'm going to pour the rest of this chicken stock right back into this container so it can go right back into my fridge. And I can wash this pot later. Ah, nice. Marlboro sounds like Saint Olga is like the Wu-Tang Clan. Ain't nothing to mess with. That's hilarious. So the prince finally gets suspicious, huh? All right. Okay. And I'll watch that too. In a bit. Here we go. Stone cold sober. Oh yeah, now it's time to get super, super serious. Hello, Cece. How are you? It's been a minute. How you been? Time to pluck a chicken. Yep. Ooh. A whole year. I love it. Good. Good. I hope your workday went well. Sounds like they figured it out too, huh? A sparrow and a piece of sulfur. Okay. Man, thanks to y'all, I got a lot done today. So, I feel bad for the birds. Don't feel bad for what's coming, but I feel bad for the birds. Nice. It's good to have a buzz, little mama. Oh, wow. I love it. I am curious now whether Rejected Princesses, that whole series, has Olga as one of them. Gin and juice. Heck yes. They try not to mention war crimes. Okay. So, okay. So hang on a second, right? A woman prematurely widowed. I will be right back. I'm going to go use the bathroom. Then we're going to do a little cleaning. Then I'm going to heat up dinner. And yeah. All right, hold on, y'all. This is true, Bob. This is very true. Oh, you sent me the CUDA board? Awesome. Thank you. Yes. Kingsley, Emilia Ludovic? I don't think I'm pronouncing her name correctly. She was a sharpshooter. Let's see. Okay, let me see if I can find her. Rejected princesses. Ludmila Pavlichenko. That was her name. She was a spy in World War II. Again, nobody to mess with. Wow. I missed some good ones too. Dang it. Well, this man did some work. But anyway, what did I say her name was? Ludmila. Hold on. Ludmila Pavlichenko. She was considered one of the deadliest snipers in history. Right? That's her name. Yeah. Yeah, her husband her boyfriend / husband was a sniper with her. He got tagged by an enemy sniper. But she didn't miss when she shot back. She saw her man go down, basically whirled around. She pulled a Katniss. She saw her partner go down, immediately turned and fired and hit the guy. Her doom music kicked in. Yep. Hedgie Cleric is here. Raiders, 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 Raiders. Hey y'all, I'm Jane. This is my kitchen. I make soul food from around the world. And tonight I just finished making a very small batch of turkey fish wonton noodle soup. Sounds weird, works well. Do join us in following Hedgie Cleric. If you want to see someone who does artsy craftsies and is very, very, very good at crochet, and is funny and sweet and absolutely fabulous. I am fortunate enough to know her in real life. You should totally follow Hedgie Cleric. Reska, thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. So Hedgie, I'm guessing you're still working on your blanket? It's a blanket, right? Or is it a sweater? I forget. Because you already made a sweater, I think. Sweater, okay. It's so pretty, y'all. I mean, chat has a lot of input on what it looks like, but it's so pretty. Well, I thought you might get cold. Big girls get cold too. A good blanket is nothing to sneeze at, especially. There we go. Okay. You should be able to hear me now. Oh, that's loud. Let me turn that down. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. That's better. I didn't count on my microphone dying. How long have I been on? 2 hours? Whew. Something tells me I need to put another Rode mic on my wish list. Anyways, okay. So I didn't realize that my broadcaster account wasn't connected to StreamerBot, which is another reason why none of my alerts were working. Really, it's a touch too quiet. Okay, let me turn that up just a little tiny bit. And okay, is that better? That should be better. Okay, cool, super cool. Someone type in !! golf clap. Let's try that. All good, Italanoa. Okay, sound effects are working again. But part of me is like, maybe I should put a cooldown on that, and part of me is like, nah. Your alerts were wonky tonight too? Okay, I don't feel so bad now. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do some cleaning, and then we are gonna eat dinner, actual dinner. How was your stream, Hedgie? Whew. So, that is clean. All right, let's do this. Didn't get as much done as you would have liked. Oh, okay. Ooh, that's a problem. Songbird, Lil Mama, anything you want me to sing / play? Or shall I just choose a random song? Oh, there's still soap in here. Ew. Here we go. Okay, that's better. Okay. This is adobo. This is leftover adobo. This is solidified leftover adobo. Okay, I'm gonna try. Lil Mama. And I'll probably ditch the chorus, y'all. Okay, we're gonna go there. Uh-oh. Are you okay, Blob? Did we wake you? Did we scare you? Let me see. Okay, I will be right back. I'm going to ask JD if he wants some rice with his adobo or not. Okay, BRB. Okay, answer is yes. Oh. Hi, Weed Man. Oh, you didn't want to fall asleep? Understandable, Blob. I get it. Okay, so we're going to make a small amount of rice, just enough for JD. I have gotten used to eating my adobo without rice. What do I do with the rice? There it is. Oh no! No, we want a happy, healthy Blob. So we got our rice together. Let's go ahead and give it a good wash. I was going to use the rice cooker, but it seemed silly to only do it for one portion, so I didn't. Okay. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put this on. Let's go with a little close to medium high. I'm doing okay. I was showing off all the stuff that I brought back from my trip to Ireland and Scotland, and talking about my fundraiser that I'm going to be doing next week, because JD and I still can't find jobs, and yeah, we need a little help. So I know practically everybody in here is having financial issues, so I get it. Bob, tell Lucky I said hi. Depends. Weed Man, is that a livable wage? If it is, sure. I have been selling my dinners, as you guys can see. Oh, Jane assistant is cooperating with this. Okay, see, I'm down with that. Cheap cost of living, I'm into it. Oh, I wish I had some sparkling water. Can we drink it all? I bet we drink it all. Totally drink it all. Shh. Suckage. Alright, well, I don't really want to make this with Coke, but what I will do is I'll make myself some lemonade. So I've got some lemonade. I've got some floral gin. Gonna put some sweetener in here. And what was the last thing I needed? Water. I need water. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm struggling because I chose to work part-time or I'll burn out. Burnout means I get to financially struggle for longer. I feel you. What I wanted to do was do this whole meal thing 2 days a week. So do some grocery shopping on Monday, have my menu up and cook on Tuesdays, deliver food on Wednesday, cook again on Thursday for the orders on Friday, deliver Friday. That's what was supposed to happen. Unfortunately, I've been getting maybe 2 to 3 orders a week. That's not going to work. I need like 10 to 20 orders a week. I have no idea what to do about that. So I feel your pain. That's irritating, Weed Man. That's so irritating. It was? Thank you. Good. Not gonna lie to you, Hedgie. There's a reason I call it Hail Mary adobo. Because every time I make it, somehow I forget to taste it. So I just have to pray it tastes good. But it sounds like I got it right. So that's good. That's good. Okay, cool. All right. I do appreciate that. By the way, you and the other people in my group are in a very exclusive club. You guys get to be my guinea pigs and you get the discounts. You are so welcome. As it turned out, I already had cauliflower rice, but I'd forgotten I did. So I was like, you know what? Let me just use this for Hedgie. I'm so glad it went well. Like, seriously. That makes me so happy. And now you have enough for the next day. But you probably ate it all because it's been a couple of days since I gave that to you. And I noticed the trick with cauliflower rice is to sort of cook it before you use it. So that does make it fluffy. Oh, I brought it by yesterday. I have no concept of time, obviously. Oof. Ouch. Wait. Can the camera see me? Yes, it can. All right. All right. What was I going to say? Okay, little mama, hold on. Let me look up the lyrics to One Love so I don't forget. Oh, okay. I almost feel bad because it sounds like I gave you too much rice, but you're eating it with chicken, so I guess that's not bad. It worked out. Okay, let me pause the music, and I can at least do the chorus for you, little mama. Okay. One love, one heart, let's get together and feel alright. Hear the children crying, one love. Hear the children crying, one heart. Saying, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Saying, let's get together and
Feel alright. There you go. It's totally fun. It's one of those things. Okay, fair. Good, very good. That makes my heart glad. I'm so happy. You are on a journey, and I want to do my best to help you with that journey as much as I can. So now that I know the parameters of your journey, I can be of assistance. At the very least, I can be your Tom Bombadil to your Hobbit. Okay, I have no idea if this is. It's cool though. Oh, no. Play. All right, back here. Gonna play that. That, of course, is boiling over. So we're gonna move this bed just a bit. Okay, so we are gonna put this slotted spoon in the dishwasher. I'm gonna get a big spoon. Okay. We're just gonna slowly warm this up. There we go. And put this back here. Okay, so now, Edgy, thank you. You have given me ideas. And now I get to raid my freezer again. Okay, I have the rest of the cauliflower rice right here. So I'm going to make myself some cauliflower rice, which is not nearly as complicated as making regular rices. BC. I got your back and you got mine, man. Okay. So like I said, with cauliflower rice, the trick is to cook it before heating it. Ooh! It is almost that time of year for chili, definitely. So, I am going to put this over here. And now I'm going to chill for a minute. Chili without beans, yes. Yes, a bowl of red. So I'm guessing beans are not part of your whoops. We're gonna put that right back where it was, so stuff doesn't boil over. Okay, chill. Are we chilling? We're chilling. All right, back that way. Okay, so I'm guessing beans are not part of your preferred diet anymore. Got it. Okay. I would present to you the what's that word? The lupini bean. Huh, it's pretty close to paleo. Fascinating. Okay. Lupini beans are low carb. They are also high protein, high fiber to be precise. The last time I bought lupini beans, I basically sort of par cooked them because they're a lot like edamame in that, they have that tough skin that you kind of squeeze to get the bean out. I kind of par cooked mine so they would be closer to like a lima bean texture. I have yet to try to make a chili with them, but I've had them in salads and with kale and things like that, and it's really freaking good. So yeah, just throwing that out there. But yeah, that turkey chili sounds amazing, and like it's gonna be so good. Whew. I'm getting sleepy and I haven't eaten yet. I bet it is. This is going to be amazing. I am like looking forward to this trip and I'm not even going with you. I did it. Do you want me to sing it again, little mama? I know it's late where you are. Yes, very true, Bob. They also happen to be kind of high on the starchy bit, but I do love Great Northern beans. What I love best is when they're cooked properly and they're nice and tender, and you have them in a bowl with some good olive oil and a little bit of salt. Oh, so good. Okay, let me find it again for you. Okay. Okay, you ready, little mama? $6.75 on PC Parts. Totally makes sense. Ooh, did not think of using them as a thickener. That's a great idea. That's so smart, Bob. Dude, never would have thought of that. That's why we're friends. Okay, let me go ahead and pause this music and I'll sing it for you again. Okay. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. Hear the children crying, one love. Hear the children crying, one heart. Saying, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Saying, let's get together and feel alright. There you go. And the focus music is starting to bore me. We've got, I'm going to say at least another 10 to 15 minutes. So, let's switch up the music a little bit. don't think I'm ready for liquid drum and bass. Let's try the chill hop. Okay, y'all. So one of the other things came back with us from our trip was COVID. Our pastor friend texted me, I believe it was 2 days ago, and said, hey, so just so you know, I tested positive. So I tested that day, I was negative. Waited a day, tested today, still negative. JD was just coughing really hard, and I'm a little concerned. So I'm wondering if I need to ask him to test. It's probably nothing. Indeed, Bob, I am so good with that. It has almost been a total of 4 days total since we came back, because we came back on Monday. So I'm going to wait another day, test again, and if I'm negative, I'm probably going to clear. So I'm just really hoping, just to be on the safe side, I want to be sure he's okay. Okay. Let me go ahead and test this rice. It's probably not done yet. Nope, not even close. It's still mushy. I think I can safely... Wait a minute. I think this might be done. It's not hard. Or crunchy. Hold on. Let's try this again. Yeah, same. May the odds be never in your favor. I am good with that, weed man. I like that. It's done. I'm kind of impressed. Yeah, I'm going to need to definitely order some more tests, but yeah, both of us will most likely be tested. Yeah, this rice is done, and it was just starting to stick. So. Got it in the nick of time. Looks like I also added too much water, but that's okay. Just turn that off, keep that warm. And now, we can quote-unquote cook our cauliflower rice. So, you can easily microwave cauliflower rice. The trick with the microwave is to sort of shape it in a ring with a space in the center. So I'm kind of patting it outward now. I'm going to give it 2 minutes. Let's see how it goes. Ooh, I have never seen 9-inch tiger prawns. That's very assertive. I made that drink. I totally forgot I made it. Okay. So I am going to plate my food and then take a picture of it. Hold on. Ooh. You broke down a sunfish? Wow. That's kind of awesome. skin it. Bob, if you ever want to see something interesting, oh, what is his name? His name is Taku. Let me find it. Okay, Outdoor Chef Life is the name of the channel. It is on YouTube. You should check it out. Taku is the name of the chef. He's a former sushi chef. And he travels a lot, and he does fishing, and he cooks outside. That is his thing. The whole cooking outside. And the pork's gone, because of course the pork's gone. So, he did some sport fishing for a while. Lol. Man. And there's an episode where he goes fishing. I forget for what kind of fish. But he catches the fish. The fish is freaking huge, dude. Like, it's huge. And... what? Barbara, I'm so confused. And he gets it to the cliff because he started fishing off the cliff. The fish starts thrashing, hooks him briefly, as in he steps forward to take the hook out of the fish. Fish starts thrashing, pulls away from him, and embeds the hook in his leg. And then somehow manages to pull itself free and roll back into the ocean. So adding insult to injury. Interesting. I have never heard of this before, Marvel. I'm gonna have to watch it. But yeah, so poor Taku managed to sort of stop the bleeding, or most of it anyway, and get himself to an emergency room. He walks in, he's just like, hey, so I was fishing, and the fish I caught managed to hook me and then roll back into the ocean. Can you possibly help me out here? And the nurses are sitting there going, you what? Okay, we're gonna help you with this wound and we'll clean you up, put a bandage on you, and yeah, we got you. Sure. I mean, I'm sure they've seen like everything, but this dude walking in with his gash is I'm sure that had to have caught them off guard at least a little. Okay, so let's see if we can make this look a little bit more like a bowl of adobo. I was gonna go the curry route, but that just didn't seem right. When you guys see me taking pictures like this is because I'm trying to add it to my chef menu. So, angry goat videos. I'm a little disturbed. Wow. Okay. That's okay. So that's something I definitely need to watch then. Oh my goodness, it's salty. Raiders, 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 Raiders. Hey y'all, I'm Jane. This is my kitchen. I make soul food from around the world. And I just finished making a bowl of Hail Mary adobo. So named because I have a bad habit of forgetting to taste it when I make it. And so I just pray it tastes good. Yes, thank you, Atalanoa. Thank you. Thank you, Salty. I appreciate that. Okay, let me go ahead and take a picture. Salty, how was your stream? You just came back? Really? Where was your trip to? Because I just came back recently. Like yesterday? Oh, wow. You did it with the oops. Oh, you just came. Oh, got you. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Take care of yourself. Eat, drink, whatever you need to do. I will see you around. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. You too, my friend. Okay, so this is my bowl. So let's try it. Let's see how I did on this adobo. This is good. I was worried because one of the ingredients in here is orange marmalade. So my worry was that it was going to be too sweet, but it's not at all. It's perfect. So I'm going to turn this down to low. Yeah, this is really good. I'm very proud of how this turned out.
Oh. This is for the dishwasher. Alright,
Whoops. Woo. Let's see. Who might be anybody that I want to raid? Nobody fun is on. Gosh, all my cooking streamers are gone today. Is that accurate? Am I seriously like, dude? Okay, well, it looks like there's nobody on. Who else? Lots of musicians on. A lot of musicians. Okay, welcome back, everybody. I've been stalling. Okay, let's see. Oh, he's cooking. Okay. So we are going to raid Kra Young. Who is a streamer. Oh, wait. We're not doing that. No, we like Kra Young, but not today. So we are going to raid a gamer. We're going to go ahead and raid... goodness. I don't know who to raid. Yes, please, Hedgie. Well done, Weed Man. Well done. Hello, Killer. How are you? That's hilarious, Weed Man. I loved it. I love it. Smart animals. Very smart. Arita can wipe. Okay, let's take a look at some bead embroidery. Let's. Wow. Yeah, y'all. It's 6:53 here. Good Lord. Thank you, Atomic Noah. You are on it. Okay, so let's raid this lovely person. They're probably like, if you want to consider it, that's wild. My cat will occasionally do that, and it confuses me greatly. Okay, this channel is for mature audiences only. Your discretion is advised. Oh yeah, I mean, if they do damage, that's on them. It's okay, Killer. There's always next week. Because I'm doing a fundraiser, and I should be streaming every single day for 5 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So, pretty chill. Sweet. Okay, y'all. We're gonna raid Arita Can Wife. I'm looking at some of this beadwork, and it's really amazing work. I am really kind of impressed right now. So if you want to see something pretty, it's okay. You know what, Weed Man? You know what you do? Turn the sound off on the stream. Turn on some chill music, and just watch the stream and get high. I think that's a really great idea, personally. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna raid Arita Can Wife. Atala Noah has already put the raid calls in chat. Hopefully I can get Frosty Tools to work at some point so we can get the new one back. And anyways, I will see you guys next week. And yeah, have a good one. And I'll see you in 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.